and shouting on a bullhorn. Like, honestly, MAGA, they need more groundwork. They need more young folk like Tommy doing the activism, because the left, they've always been very organized, and they know how to form communities better. You don't agree? It's just my opinion. I don't have any proof for this. How's the audio, by the way? And guys, join our membership. I basically did a breakdown of Mamdani's father, Zahran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York. I think it was a pretty good deep dive. We did good, I think, on that deep dive. It's members only, though. And we are growing quite exponentially. I agree. I can't see the results of the poll, but it looks like the majority of Tommy's fans are not a fan of Palestine. Well, full disclosure, I'm a Muslim guy, so I'm obviously Team Palestine, Free Palestine. Blair, clones, I can see. Yeah, well, body doubles. Any final questions, guys? Oh no, I dropped my phone. I have to do a lot of cleaning, so I'm going to end early myself. It's 10 to midnight, which is for me early. At least recently, I've been going live for quite late, because Tommy, after all, is Pacific Standard Time, so he's 3 hours behind me. I'm looking at chat. Danny, if America becomes poor, I'm sure New York will become the first third world country. Yeah. It still blows my mind, man. Like, how? Make it make sense to me. How can you? How could you be intimidated by a people who say never forget after 9/11 because they believe a certain narrative, and not even 25 years later they forgot and they elected a Muslim? Like I was saying in my IRL, I still remember when they were talking about a community center being built on ground zero, like an Islamic community center where they're just, play basketball, like after they're praying in the masjid. And there was such outrage. Well, forget community centers. They have the mayor now, someone who's a supposed Muslim. Like, how does that make sense? Blair, hell, Canada just approved meat for human consumption for cloned animals. Oh, gross. Yeah, like a lot of these movies. This is why I like Infinite Plane Society, IPS, Tim Osmond. A lot of these movies are like they serve uh, they serve like several purposes, like predictive programming being maybe the third or fourth. And there was that movie Soylent Green. But anyways, guys, tonight was a good night. A little change. Tommy was downtown, and he basically encountered a pro-Palestinian crowd who were basically the same Antifa. Like I've been doing this long enough now that I recognize individuals from I recognize individuals from each camp. Okay, final question, guys. Since everyone's signing out, what do you think of my coverage of Tommy thus far? It's been 2 weeks. Can I should put that up as a poll next time. But what do you guys think of my Tommy coverage? You notice how I changed up the live stream titles? I used to title them Tommy Boy because that's the name of Tommy's YouTube channel, his handle on a lot of places. But like the more I see, okay, this is gonna sound cheesy, but I changed it to just Tommy because he's not a boy. This is someone who has agency, responsibility. He has a wife, so I felt kind of icky calling him Tommy Boy. If you got a lot of stake, you got like legal crap and everything for what you're doing. You're no longer a boy. You're in grown-up territory, right? So I don't call him Tommy Boy. But anyways, guys, what do you think of my coverage? My final question, and then I'm logging off, signing out. See, there's still 70 people here. I'm so happy about the growth of our audience, by the way. No comments, no criticisms. TGZ, you need to clickbait it. Oh, right, okay. You need to clickbait it more with Portland ICE protest riot. Tommy, I've never seen your feed. Been watching every day. First time I saw you. Are you serious? Follow us on Twitter. Same handle, Bach Precision. You know, a lot of keep in mind, I'm not a MAGA guy. I'm not even American, right? So like Tommy has his clique, but he did say, you know, share the streams, and I have been definitely making him grow, and I always shout out his donos. But you're right, Jairus, it's all good. Thank you, sir or ma'am. I've been looking at the analytics. Yo, I think I am the only channel on YouTube with more female viewers than male viewers. It's not me. It's because I think Tommy has a lot of female Patriot fans. And somebody did compliment me for just not getting in the way. So I don't know what's going to be on the agenda. We'll still be covering our same topics. I did get a message on X, Twitter, from someone who I might interview. Very interesting person. And what else? Yeah, join our membership. I did a really good deep dive on Zahran Mamdani and his origin, my predictions for his fate, all that. What disgusts me about Islam is those who support. Okay, yeah, that's a deep subject, but like all I know is I would never hand my 9-year-old daughter or whatever 10-year-old 11-year-old daughter to an adult man or any man, or give her hand in marriage, period. My dad wouldn't, my grandfather wouldn't, my great grandfather wouldn't. Now I don't know what sort of development humans went through back thousands of years ago. But I do know this. I've looked at archives from only 100 years ago, only 200 years ago, like from the 1880s, 1870s, etc., etc. And these are like wanted ads, and these are archived like records in almanacs and whatnot of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, right? Putting up requests for property. Like, I want this farmstead for sale. And the way they write, they sound like grown-ups. So what's my point? You don't know what humans were like back then. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wasn't the only one who had a young bride. It was almost a universal thing back then. In your own Christian, what do they call it? Like historiography, wasn't Mary underaged by modern standards when she had Jesus? So that's my take on it. I don't support that thing at all. And people who know me in real life know, they know what I'm like. And if you only knew about the sort of things I've been through in real life dealing with bad people, like, you'd know I'm team good, right? It's good you keep it to fewer streamers on your channel. Sometimes other streamers feel too cluttered and you don't know what's going on, etc. You are absolutely right. I know exactly what you mean with all the different monitors being played live all at once. Yeah, I know, I have a saying, I know magic sprinkles when I see it. It's not my saying, I took it from Gavin McInnes, but I know when someone has magic sprinkles, and Tommy has it. Like, everybody had struggle back then, but America's not Baghdad. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. That's the thing. You guys who talk like this, you don't eat. You're not genuine. Because if you were genuine, Tagizi, I read your criticism. If you were genuine, you'd have looked into Aisha. If you were genuine, if you had any care for the innocence of a child, you would have looked into Aisha. If you looked into Aisha's bio, holy smokes, you would not see a victim, man. You would see a lioness. She's the mom of the ummah. She's our mommy. She's our mom. Not once would you sense victimhood from her writings and her narrations. This woman was a lioness. This woman was a leader. This woman loved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This woman would be the first to lose her cool if she knew how non-Muslim, like the disbelievers in my chat and so on, are slandering her and her marriage to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Like, if you only knew, man. See, that's how I know, like, when people insult Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that they're not genuine, that they don't care about Aisha. If they did, they would have been like, let me look into this poor child. And then looking into her bio, they would realize, oh, this was no child at all. This is a lioness. But they don't do that. So fuck you. Anyways, guys, I'm done. Thank you for tuning in. Peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.